Dogs are naturally friendly. They'll wag their tails when you call their name and happily flop over for a belly rub after you give them a treat. This, however, doesn't mean that all dogs form a deep, meaningful bond with their owners. So how can you tell if your dog's affection goes beyond the basics and into something truly special? What does the way your dog sits next to you, or the things they steal from you, reveal about their devotion? In this video, we're uncovering 9 surprising ways dogs show their love. Sign number 1. Love bites. Ouch! Is your dog biting you? We thought that this was supposed to be a video about ways that dogs say they love you, not ways in which they try to have you for lunch. What's going on? Well, surprisingly, softly biting you can be a sign of canine affection. Dogs will often nibble gently on humans and other dogs that they love in order to show affection. They might also have a go at putting their whole mouths around your arms or legs and mouthing you like they're pretending to have a bite. This is a form of canine play. Your dog is trying to involve you in their favorite game, but because they know how delicate we humans are, they're doing it as gently as they possibly can. Sign number 2. I love you. You might have heard that a dog staring at you means that they don't like you, but it's actually a bit more complicated than that. Dogs use staring to communicate strong emotions in general. An angry dog will stare at someone intently, a bit like one of Paddington Bear's patented hard stares, but a loving dog will also stare at their human. Their stare will be less fixed and more soppy. If you catch your fur baby looking at you like this, then you can be sure that you're the apple of their eye. Sign number 3. Say it with sleep. Dogs look so cute when they're sleeping, especially when they decide to flop out on their backs and sleep with their legs splayed out in that hilariously cute way. The name for this pose, the dead dog pose, is admittedly slightly less cute, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't look adorable. And the meaning behind it is also adorable, especially since it means that your fur baby adores you. A dog who sleeps on their back is exposing the most vulnerable parts of their body to the open air. The only reason that they feel safe and able to do this is because they know that you're there. To your dog, you are like the ultimate bodyguard, and they know that you'll protect them from any danger while they're sleeping, even that vicious vacuum cleaner. Sign number 4. Stealing your heart and also your stuff. This is another one that's kind of easy to misinterpret. Sometimes your dog's love for you will manifest in the form of canine kleptomania. Essentially, they'll steal your stuff. Fortunately, the majority of dogs aren't much interested in the money in your purse, or your valuable electronics, or that ring from your uncle that you haven't gotten around to chucking into Mount Doom yet. Instead, your pup is more likely to steal small items of clothing, like your socks or stray objects that you handle regularly. That's because these things have your scent, and for your dog, nothing makes them feel safer and more secure than the smell of their beloved human friend. The stealing might be annoying, but it's their way of trying to feel close to you even when you're not around. Sign number 5. Love and kisses. There's some controversy over whether it's okay to let your dog lick you on your mouth. Some say it's fine, others say it's gross. We say it's about on the level of romantic partners sharing a toothbrush, in that it's not something that doctors would recommend, but hundreds of people do it every day without getting sick. It's very much a personal choice. But the fact that your fur baby is trying is a sign that they truly do love you. Dogs lick each other to build social bonds with members of their pack. When they lick you this way, they're communicating that they see you as an important member of their family. Sign number 6. Lean on me. Dogs don't much like hugging, but they have their own version of it that they do prefer. When you're sitting next to your dog, you might notice them starting to lean on you. Are they sleepy? Is gravity suddenly increasing on them? Or are they just lazy? None of the above. Leaning on you is actually your dog's way of hugging. Unlike a human hug, which requires a pair of arms and for both participants to be willing to have themselves restrained by the other, leaning is much less invasive and confining. The only downside is that if you're a small person with a big dog, you might find yourself getting a bit squashed. Sign number 7. Sharing is caring. For animals that evolved to live in packs, dogs are surprisingly bad at sharing. Or actually, maybe it's not so surprising at all. Anyone with siblings knows that deciding who owns what and defending it from being borrowed is a full-time job, no matter how well you get on. Dogs can be very possessive over their food and toys, worrying constantly about having them stolen by humans or other animals, and possibly becoming aggressive if somebody tries to take their food bowl away or pick up a toy before they've finished playing with it. So, if your dog does decide to give you half their biscuit or offers to let you have a play with their chew toy, see it as an honor. Your pup is overcoming their basic territorial instincts purely because of their love for you. Sign number 8. Boop with snoot. Nose nudges are another form of canine affection that kind of resembles a human gesture. It's arguably more like kissing than licking your face is, and if you've ever seen two pups exchange nose boops with one another, then you could be forgiven for thinking that they were giving each other a quick kiss. Nose nudging isn't just about physical affection, however. Your dog is also trying to get a whiff of your scent, and simultaneously transfer some of their scent to you. Dogs use scent to find their way around the world, much more than sight. While a human might try and signal that they have a bond with somebody by giving them a friendship bracelet, or one of those half lockets, both visual indicators, your pup will let the world know that they love you by mixing your two scents. A human nose might not be able to pick up on it, but any passing dog will know that the two of you are BFs forever. Sign number 9. Canine comfort. Being a dog parent isn't just about being your dog's best friend. It's also about being their guide. Dogs live in a world that is very confusing, mostly because it wasn't designed with them in mind, and they regularly encounter situations that make them feel uncertain or anxious. When your own pup faces an uncertain situation, then their first port of call should be you. If your dog looks at you for comfort when they're not sure about something, then that means that they consider you to be an incredibly important person in their life. Not only are you their bestest buddy, you're their guiding star on the rocky waves of life. You may be your dog's favorite thing, but that doesn't mean that there aren't other things that they love. If you want to pay your fur baby back for all their love and affection by making them the happiest hound in all the world, then check out this video to learn some of the things that our dogs love the most.